Hey guys, welcome back to another Sunday night show, also known as Drinking in the Dark with Frugal Tiger. We're going to go over some trades to help prepare you for this upcoming trading week. It's a pretty crucial one, actually. Right after the holiday, I wouldn't have thought it would be as crucial as it was, but the tape action last Friday is telling me otherwise. Let's get started. Right off the bat, let's talk about the trades from last week. We're going to do this really fast. NVIDIA seems to be losing some strength after it reached 340. It's been on a steady tear downwards. We're going to see if it holds the 300 mark. If not, you could maybe even take the short right here. NVIDIA has been on a tear for over a year now. It's been a non-stop bull stock. So I would watch it right here. If we do get a market sell-off, NVIDIA is one to short. Also, Tesla, I kind of actually feel like the technicals are now showing it's a little bit top heavy. I'm not saying Michael Burry is right. Michael Burry has already exited his short position on Tesla. What I'm trying to say is this stock has done nothing but go up for like 3 years straight, especially through the pandemic. And if we get a sell-off, I would really be paying attention to Tesla, especially with Elon Musk selling his stake. I think this is a great opportunity to maybe buy put options. If you've been in this name for a year and a half, maybe consider getting out if you haven't gotten out yet. Outside of that, I think I want to talk about one critical thing right now, which is I think the trade of this upcoming week, I mentioned this months back, and months back when I mentioned it, it was the case. We'll see if it's the case now, because I am wrong a lot. I think the trade of this week, if you guys don't want to focus so much on tickers and all that stuff, is watch the S&P mini futures. We saw what happened Friday. Dow was down over 1,000 points at one point. S&P was not catching a bid throughout the whole day. This is, of course, news because of the widespread fears of a new strain of COVID and some uncertainty whether the vaccines will hold up against that. Market took a huge dump, huge tumble. And remember, the Fed is basically all in. Now, Jerome Powell can go say he's going to buy, another 1,000 printers from Taiwan. I mean, they're already basically all in. Another round of printing, he can't deny inflation even at this point. It's talk all over Las Vegas. Everything is going up in prices here. So I'm sure a lot of other people are feeling a little bit of pinch despite, even if their incomes haven't dropped, the cost of goods everywhere are going up. So Fed's kind of backed into a corner. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm very curious to see what their next action is. Saving the stock market from here could potentially result in just a wider spread inflation. Anyway, let's not talk about all that now. For all we know, Monday, the market could be bouncing back up. But I think the trade of this week is SPY, if you want double leverage SDS or SSO, or of course QQQ, QLD, QID, if you want double leverage exposure to the downside or either way. If you trade mini futures, obviously trade mini futures. I know very few people in my audience are trading them. But I think we have the volatility we need, once again, to make the overall market itself through these tickers, SPY, QQQ, fully tradable. So that's actually, in my opinion, what you should be watching. Obviously, I'm going over NVIDIA and Tesla for those people who want that extra action. I don't know which way either of them are gonna go. I will tell you this though. We are the 1st of December is going to be Wednesday, I believe. Let me just quickly verify that. A lot of times, despite whatever happens in the market earlier in the week, let's say it does sell Monday, I'm not sure it will, or Tuesday, you might see huge buying pressure going into end of day Tuesday throughout Wednesday, just because major firms, BlackRock, Vanguard, all these major asset managing firms are forced to buy the stock market with all their customer money. So just keep that in mind if you are deciding to take the short on the market. I know people ask me all the time when to short the market or whatever. no one knows. If you're going to be a short seller, my general rule of thumb now, especially after last year, what happened to me last year, is you just have to play it day by day and watch the tape very thoroughly and be ready to cover your position and put it back on. So do I have short positions on? Yes, I do, but I also have long positions on. So I'm not super biased to the short side, but I am preparing in case something does sell off really, in case there is a very strong sell-off. Anyway, that's enough talk about the overall market. Let's keep it moving. I want to talk a little bit about LCID, which is a ticker that we've been talking about now for a few weeks. LCID's tape is weakening. We saw it intraday last Wednesday, last Friday. Now, Friday's tape in general was weak for the entire market. LCID could have just been weak because the market was weak, but I want you guys to look at the 1-year tape of LCID, and you'll see that it has pretty thorough resistance, pretty thick level of resistance between 55 to 57 range. Didn't seem to be able to cleanly break above that once again, and it wasn't able to break above that in February of this year. So there's a possibility you can compare this to the chart of space stock. If you pull up space stock, look at a 1-year chart, you can see it has 2 massive spikes and then a massive drop off. Kind of like a really, I don't know if you can really call this a double top, but it's just, very thick level of resistance and a large drop, like the Hollywood Tower of Terror ride in Disney World. It's just like a massive drop, a roller coaster, so to speak. Anyway, Lucid, I would be a little scared to be buying here. A viewer of the vlog did leave a message about Lucid. Personally, I think the action this is a tape you're gonna have to watch daily, but if you take a look, it has a little bit of a double top-y kind of feel to it. Anyway, next ticker I want to talk about is LGVN. This might still continue to have a lot of action next week. We saw a huge short squeeze this week with LGVN. There's probably going to be some continued action on this name. It's a little bit of a short squeeze. They got FDA clearance for some drug. And believe it or not, a lot of times hedge funds get blown out on these massive FDA approvals. Part of the reason is a lot of hedge funds have a strategy that most of these biotech companies are going to fail. So they actually borrow shares from banks like Merrill Lynch or Goldman Sachs or whatever, and they basically short these stocks. It's a very profitable trade for the most part, more often than not, except for the times where you have a massive, massive move like we did in LGVN. A lot of that was a short squeeze. I'm sure hedge funds went under based on the price action alone in LGVN in the past 2 weeks. So because of the huge influx of liquidity in LGVN, there's bound to be some more action due to shorts being forced to cover, longs taking profit. It's going to be a huge tug of war. I would continue to watch this next week. Anyway, once again, let's go into the earnings calendar. We have basically second level tech earnings this week, the ones that I'm watching anyway. Monday, we have LI. It's another EV play. LI is the ticker. On Tuesday, we have Salesforce, ticker symbol CRM. And Zscaler, I think I typed that wrong. Let me just quickly verify. Yeah, it's ZS, ticker symbol ZS, company Zscaler. I typed it in as ZA for whatever reason. I don't know why. Anyway, watch that stock. These are 2 pretty good tech names to be playing. Earnings season this week is a little bit lighter, but some of these names can still move. We have Snowflake on Wednesday. We have CrowdStrike on Wednesday. We have Okta on Wednesday, and we have Splunk on Wednesday. So Snowflake, ticker symbol SNOW. CrowdStrike, ticker symbol CRWD. Okta, OKTA, and Splunk, SPLK. And yeah, I think all of these are good trades. It seems like the best earnings are on Wednesday, so I'd watch out for those. And on Thursday, we have DocuSign and Alta, ticker symbol DOCU, and Alta, ticker symbol ULTA. So those are what I'm watching earning wise. But once again, I think there's a massive wave of volatility coming into the market. I am probably going to be focusing this upcoming week on LGVN, Snowflake, CrowdStrike, and for me, honestly, I'm going to be trading S&P futures this whole week. I don't expect anyone else to. But if you kind of want to follow along, you can try it with SPY or QQQ. S&P mini futures is not really something I recommend everyone to be trading. It is a little bit of a sophisticated type of trade. Anyway, that's it for me. That's what I'm watching this upcoming week. In a sell-off, I think Tesla can potentially go down a lot, especially since Elon Musk is selling. Who knows? Maybe the market isn't actually selling off because of COVID. It could be selling off because Elon Musk is dumping $1 billion worth of Tesla stock at a time. So we'll see. Let's wait for all this to play out. If you do decide to short the market, remember what I said about the first of every month. Sometimes you could just see buying from the whales of the industry, your BlackRocks, Vanguards, etc. So we'll see how the tape plays out Monday. That's it for me. Good luck with this trading week, you guys. Don't blow out your account, and hopefully I'll see you all next week. Thanks for joining.
I just want the money, 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 money.